To do it. How much fun are you having?
I'm having so much fun, you don't even know.
This has taken her an hour. This took me an hour.
I'm not even doing this right. I'm really not. I think this row is like super small.
It's small. Isn't it supposed to be like 2?
What did you do?
I don't know what I'm talking about. No, that's wrong what you're about to do.
Yeah, what I'm doing right now is wrong. What am I doing? But I'm still having a lot of fun.
You still are having a lot of fun, but nothing is coming out right.
It's okay.
Oh, it looks like Doctor Who.
It does
Like the
actually.
scarves. Today is October 4th. That's a Thursday. I'm coming to realize how over... let me pause this vlog I'm watching. How over... She looks crazy.
7 o'clock. I was looking at the property website just as I normally do in the evening, and I saw a flat that I really liked. I sent it to Ozzy while he was at work. While he was at work, he was very
but I'm clearly overworked. I've overbooked again. I have too much shit on my plate. I have too much things on my plate, and it's driving me crazy, guys. I'm going to school 5 days a week, working at a ceramic studio. Obviously working for Alex Creates, which takes a crap ton of time. I'm also doing like small other gigs, like teaching and being salesperson for other things. So it's just like that's how I feel. And of course, my grandmother just left Dominican Republic this week, and so now I have to cook for myself again, which is not a problem. I love cooking, but I just gotta cook with someone else cooking for me and finding food already made. Then that's one less thing for me to do. And guess what? Now it's my responsibility again. It's not horrible. Starter has bloomed, has done its thing. That. Ooh, that's good. Good stuff right there. So I'm trying to make bread again. I'm trying to make sourdough successfully, since I have this nice fancy oven now and just have so much space in this kitchen as opposed to my mom's house. Those who don't know, I live with my grandmother, not with my parents anymore, because my parents got together. My mother's a hoarder, and I just needed some change in order to function properly. But your mental illnesses follow you. So this whole week I've just been stuck home, not going to school, not really working, just because I felt like crap. And it's a horrible excuse, but that's just what it is, and I can't stand it. But anyways, I have butternut squash soup. I just want this to like, there we go, butternut squash soup. There's some very hard sourdough bread. But it was a very simple recipe. I got the butternut squash from Amanda, who also gave me the starter, and it's been doing well. The starter, that is. The butternut squash soup, I peeled and diced butternut squash. I diced carrots. I diced some potatoes. There was probably like 2 or 3 potatoes. I diced plátanos burros, which is just plátanos. They start getting ripe, so maduro soon. I threw in an onion, threw in some garlic. I might have thrown in some ginger. Just boiled that for an hour or so until they were fork tender. Let them stay on the stove overnight. Oh, probably added, I think I added a bouillon cube too. Let that sit overnight. Salt and pepper and oregano and cilantro and all that good stuff. But in the morning I woke up, hit it with the immersion blender, heated it up, and that was breakfast. But now I'm stuck with this thing for a couple more days. I'm working my way through it though. Making tofu and beans and other shits. I'm gonna try not to curse, but sorry, that's just how I talk sometimes. Making dumplings. Because those are easy and you just make a couple batches and then you freeze them. So making vegetable dumplings, making chicken dumplings. The vegetable ones will have tofu and a bunch of vegetables. The chicken ones will be straight up chickens and scallions. And I'll probably do a spicy one too because I have gochugaru. I think I have some other weird sauce. Well, I guess this might be the weird one. So I have the gochugaru. I'm gonna take it back. This one is the weird one. This tastes very Peruvian to me. And I haven't texted my grandmother to find out what it is, but I tried it and I know it's a homemade sauce she's made that's all spicy. And it's not seasoning because it has no garlic. So just know it's some type of hot sauce. But it's pretty good. And they're just 2 different types of heats, which I love. So this is all stuff that Amanda has carted up from my wall or her wall or whatever. Almost burnt the house down again. This is one bat, this is another bat, and this is the last bat. So we can probably fit one more, another small one in here. So that'd be 4 bats in there. I'm gonna all spiral ply them or probably do apply it against a single ply merino or something similar just to get enough yardage out of them. But it's pretty and sparkly and I love this wheel so much because I can just cram up a bunch of it. I am sending my yarn over to Rhinebeck. Hello Mellow Handspun, Heather Love is her name. She's been doing Rhinebeck for a couple of years now, and every year she brings people over. And she's bringing pretty much all the anti-dollars she met at the Nitty City event, Moms and Makers. Where was I going with that? Oh, so that's why I'm spinning yarn for her. So I'm spinning yarn because of that. So she's getting a bunch of my hand spun, which I am excited about. I'll be going to Rhinebeck on Saturday. I'm not sure if I bought my ticket or not. Dun, dun, dun. I'm going on Saturday. I'm competing on the spinning competition. Most likely doing the knitting and crochet ones. I didn't do it the years before. And I would like to do that. Just finished adding, like today's, since I didn't go to school today, I made sure to make it an administrative day. So I responded to emails, updated my website since I going through all the things I was supposed to do. Tie-dye workshop. I've added 3 dates for that. 3 dates, but 3 dates. 3 dates and 5 slots. So I'm doing 2 slots for 2 days. Did that. Add a couple more things to the shop. And I might be getting some yarn bowl wholesale orders, which I'm excited about. It's just because since I've overdone this semester, I actually had to cut back on a class. So now I have 4 classes instead of 5, and I can possibly go to school 3 days out of the week. 3 days instead of 5 if I don't go to ceramics 3 days, just go 2. Since now I work at a studio, I don't really need all that space. I don't need my school space, but they're just 2 different environments to work at. Like there's one's a school that has more than 14 wheels, more than 14 pottery wheels, and then a ceramic studio on the Upper West Side of Manhattan where it's different clientele, and there's only like 7 wheels, and the whole store itself is like the space where we glaze at my school. But anyways, I'm gonna try and make more of an effort to vlog more, to build up my YouTube channel some more, because I'm not enjoying Instagram as much, for the reason that their algorithm has really messed up the way my customers are seeing my posts, so I'm not getting as much engagement and sales through Instagram. It's about to be, it's raining, isn't it? But also it's just become very clicky on Instagram through the fiber community, and I'm not really enjoying that. And fiber has become such, not even an afterthought, but it's taken a seat. Oh, I broke my camera. It's taken a back seat to ceramics. It's now, instead of working at a yarn store, how I did a year or 2 ago, I work at a ceramic studio. So now it's like, my life has become very clay-centric, and my Instagram isn't very clay-centric, it's very yarn-centric. But what was that? Here's what I was trying to say. The people I follow on Instagram aren't very inspiring. So I'm just trying to find people that inspire me on Instagram. But most of the people that are really inspiring are actually on YouTube, doing 8 different crafts, 8 different things like an artist would. Like, and that's inspiring. But I'm gonna go inside because it's drizzling and this camera isn't cheap. It is October 6th, 11:20 a.m. and I already made bread. It's still warm, and I used the starter from Amanda. I think I talked about it before. I'm not even sure. Ooh, I could do that. But today is the Kings County Fiber Festival. I've never gone, and a customer wants to buy my ceramic pineapple, so I'm gonna drop it off there. I use this Dutch oven casserole dish thing, and I am impressed on how the color changed. It was not this red when it was crazy hot a minute ago. I kind of want to make one. I'm not sure which clay I should use. Anyway, so I'm dropping off that pineapple, but the pineapple's at the store, so I would go to the Bronx, and from the Bronx go down to Brooklyn, which is kind of annoying. But I'm gonna take you guys with me so you can see what vendors, what vendors are there. Don't think I have any money to buy anything. But then I could just see how, like, if it's even a good show to a good event to go and vend at. Let me turn off the TV. But after that, after the festival, after I take you around the festival, which hopefully I do and I remember to do it, because I sometimes gets a bit awkward and I don't. I'm going to the studio. My sister said she's coming over. Let's see what she does. Because I do need help sewing up hats, packaging stuff for Ramback. So I have to turn that stuff in on Wednesday. And I have school on Wednesday, but I get out pretty... I don't have any school on Wednesday. I just have ceramic club, so I can drop it off in the morning, theoretically. Do I want to do that? I don't know. But things to do this weekend. Classes on the website, pottery on the website, homework, and work. Oh, and I have to do something for financial aid and my health insurance. And someone just texted me. I had the camera on and I forgot I was recording. So, adios. So. On this episode of Give Me the Gluten, I made bread. So I'll focus. Hold on. Focus on me. It's good. It's sourdoughy. I want more bubbles. I want more. More of that. I forget what it's called. It might be oven spring. I don't know. It's still good though. I'm going to Brooklyn Museum because that's where my art history class is being held this Friday. That's where my art history class is being held this Friday, so that's where I'm going. Everything is a mess right now. Have a sink full of dishes. And I'm supposed to be leaving in 2 minutes, so that's that.
But the thing is that that was happening in the 1820s. This work is from 1866. So I think for Powers, he's not thinking so much, but he calls it the Greek study that's what he's referring to. But he's really thinking about American slavery. He's really thinking more of, because the Americans have just got out of the Civil War. And he's thinking more about, we enslaved, we did the same thing. His mother sent him back to America to go to high school in America, learn English, and then his whole life he went back and forth between America and Japan. And at the same time, like, he never felt fully American and he never felt fully Japanese because when he was in Japan, they didn't think he was Japanese because he spoke.
One more minute.
Hot!
I'm sweating. You should do it with cotton. That would be just. Can you imagine how angry everyone would get?
What's the next one? Is that the chopstick?
What?
The chopstick is next?
Yeah.
I want to watch that.
What's the chopstick?
You knit with chopsticks.
Oh,
You're not doing it?
I'm not a speed knitter. I'm a speed crochet. I'll do the crochet.
Are they doing a crochet one? No? Oh, yeah?
You can leap into these contests too.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop!
I'm the largest builder and owner of private prisons in this country, and I can tell you, your brothers and sisters make up an enormous part of my profits. Shelly, how long until I press conference?
Just a couple of hours.
Shit. Shit. Excuse me? Nothing. We got 10 minutes to impress me. Grant, explain to Sid why he's here.
Sir, we are in the last stage before full production of what I can only refer to as a sentient robot.
That ain't doing shit.
Future of American security. A robot police force. Own and control. Oh, I see. Artificial intelligence all the time.
So today is, what's today? Oh, this is